is a kind of one of the heroes that Kufra has a hard time, dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Those one-time dash mechanics that goes to a cooldown as long as they use it. It's going to be a bit of hard for the lance, but for the lance it actually resets if you don't get to hit one, if you hit someone that you didn't really hit before. So you have two options to go at it, and you can use the thorn bros to just get out of harm's way, and just probably move out of the way of the bouncing ball if the Kufra is there in front of you.
Yep, that's right. Again, Lancelot is usually has a hard time. Obviously, he can't go through the bouncing ball by himself, but usually Lancelot can just go escape right away. He doesn't need to deal with the Kufra. Sometimes he can go around it. That's why Lancelot suddenly made the recurrent resurgence back in season 5 and season 6 qualified. Now it's going to be up to BREN Esports with the good Loyi pick. And I'm already guessing Few's gonna be the one to use this. I wonder if they're gonna be able to make it work, because Loyi is a very, very difficult hero to deal with before, and now we've seen that the Loyi kind of dripped in damage output. I wonder if they're gonna make it work. Now on ONIC PH looking really good as well. They have the more sustainable matchup.
Now, the story heading in
For BREN Esports, that's what we're gonna have to find out as we head into the game BREN Esports versus ONIC PH Game 3.
Yes,
So
and you see a lot of those things. Realme Smart all over the map. Gillette is there as well. And this is game number 2 between BREN Esports and ONIC PH. Now, there are no aggressions happening in terms of invading Rockhard. What do you think about this?
yeah, I feel like it's a shame because they have a great lineup for a good, strong fight. Not to mention, the X-Borg is just hanging out in the mid lane, which is I would say it's very unusual. Because you usually want to have the X-Borg push up top as fast as possible and then go for the cut. That did not happen here. So that means they have a different plan in mind here. And now, BREN Esports are going to be a little bit behind in the buff game because they're dealing with minion waves over and over again.
And look at that, onto the top lane. There is a bit of aggression happening there for the Khalid. And he went straight for Iyakno there. Iyakno almost going down, but he did have the Piraga armor going on his side. Kartzi will be getting his purple buff. And do you see any how do I say this? Anything irregular happening into the map right now, Rockhart? I mean,
I feel
they're
like,
just
yeah,
being very ordinary with their rotations.
so far it is, but what you'll notice the most is the speed in which these teams have picked up their buff. It's so scary how fast ONIC PH is getting those. I mean, just now, Lancelot finished up that red, and Carl Teasy is just turning level 4, so I'm a bit surprised by that. Usually it's a lot faster, so ONIC PH might be just doing the right things. And speaking of the right things, this is the wrong one, Musty! Oh my god, he got stopped there by the Kufra bouncing ball. He will be going down for first blood for ONIC PH.
I actually agree, and this is one of the things that happen when you don't mind your position in front of a Kufra. The Kufra has all the capability to stop you right
Yep.
there, and that's going to be the first blood. And that means ONIC PH will be more confident into just going in to the enemy jungle. But right now we do have our Gillette instant replay. You saw that first blood, and Gillette hashtag shave the day.
Hashtag shave the day.
I still 100% love the hashtag.
Best hashtag ever.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first read that, I was like, yeah, good job, Gillette.
Look at the bottom lane though. Something's
Yeah,
happening at the bottom lane. But
What
something's
is this?
happening at the mid lane as well. And let's check this out. Look at Carl's there. Going straight for the Farsa. Wise will be the next target, but he will get away. Jay, on the other hand, Rebo going at it for a bit, but Rebo won't really go for the commit.
Man, what was the plan there? I think that might have been a bit overdue, but at the same time, that because of that, BREN Esports free turn.
Oh,
I'm super surprised. Actually.
okay, Rebo didn't need the other retribution, but it did kind of put a bit of a, a thorn in the heart there for inside of ONIC PH. That might have been the purple buff going to the other side. But yeah, they still got it. They still have the retribution. And Lusty almost going down to the third strike. But it wouldn't really matter as they have all the mobility in the world to just get out of it. Now, Brockhart, things are really going well here for Evo. He's just doing all the things that he wants. And right now, we are actually seeing a pickup here.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I feel like, oh my god, Rebo! That did not feel like a Uranus. Is that how far ahead Venus is on the Farsa already?
I mean,
Man.
we do know that I kind of get how Uranus gets his tankiness into, getting hit a couple of times before he gets very tanky. But they did it in a very snappy way, so they just got the kill right then and there. BREN Esports answers with their own 2 kills. They might have gotten few, but they make it even.
Yep. And that is just... I don't even know who's in the lead here so far, because they feel like both teams are just playing out their minds. Right now, BREN is doing a better work in securing the fights, but we have a bit of a sneaky peeky coming in here for Flap TZ. That did not happen the way they wanted to, but that's because they're playing safe. They know that Jay is a great Kofer player, right? That's why they're playing it very, very passive.
And Flap here going for Dilar. Dilar just gonna go back. He knows that Flap isn't really the best enemy for this Esmeralda because, sustained game. I think that Khalid will have a better time than that Esmeralda. And, for Dilar, he's just gonna try to be safe because BREN Esports, they still have the lead in terms of gold. I mean, that's only 300, but it says a lot because 5 kills onto the side of ONIC PH. And that's the thing. Objectives. That's the only thing that matters for the side of BREN Esports. Are they doing the right thing here, Rockhart, for the side of BREN?
They are. Right now, they're even in the economy. So you think no one's ahead, but BREN Esports, look at where they are. They're going anywhere on the map that they want to. They are getting all the objectives. And that just goes to show that even though you don't need to be super ahead in gold to be ahead in the game.
And look at this. He actually went for a bit of a highlight play there in Jay. Missing the wall a bit. But that was a nice try.
Yeah.
I mean, you and the others, if that hit, you's dead.
That was a 50-50 wall for me, right? I mean, the wall was... It looked like they were in range, but the Kufra ultimate just doesn't always get into the right place. Now look at this great pickup here. Flap TV will be not even needed there, as Carl didn't want to pick that up. He was running in there, but man, BREN said, you know what, we got this, bro. They want to go for more. Bottom lane will be the target. Yaknu all alone, no one to back him up. Oh my Venus is so far away, and they will be fighting under the tower. Yaknu, he is playing out of his mind here. Immortality will be popped here for the side of ONIC PH, and now Flap TV with engagement not going to be hitting anyone with a sandstorm.
Yes, that is true, Rockhart. And look at this. BREN Esports just dead set into getting this kill. Lusty here will get the stun from that ultimate coming out from the Kufra, but Jay here will get punished by Carl. Carl, he knows that they don't have the bouncing ball. He doesn't have his ultimate, so he's just gonna go in and just gonna try to punish him as much as possible.
That's just what you wanted to do anyway.
I mean, you did see the damage output coming out here from the lance.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
scary.
That
It's
is so scary. That's because the buff on the turtle just gives him so much gold, right? He's been having the turtle buff for 3 consecutive times now. And that allows you to farm fast and fight like this. Whoa! That was an almost full engagement just by Carl CZ alone. There's a BREN here. Closes it up really well as well. And now, BREN Esports are decidedly in the lead on this one.
Yaknu, on the other hand, is doing a great job just controlling the lane that he's in, but the pressure coming up from BREN Esports just way too much. Now, the purple buff will go to Karthi, it doesn't go to Wise, and that will put ONIC PH on notice. They are losing control of the map little by little. And remember, It might be little by little, but it all adds up. Rock hard. What do you think ONIC PH needs to do to get back, to get back in this game?
Man, I feel like ONIC PH just needs to slow down the role of Carl Teasy. They need to focus on this Carl Teasy, but at the same time, it's so difficult to do if you're Jay. Because, okay, if you don't hit the Tyrant's Revenge, that's it. Like, the Lance is just gonna walk all over you. And that has been happening over and over again here in this game. And so what they need to do now is just basically just make sure that they can engage in one good team fight. And I don't think that's gonna happen here, especially now that they don't have Last Insanity for Iaku.
Oh my goodness.
Look at Last Insanity.
For the punish, Iakno didn't really have time to, react at that point. And Rebo, they're probably trying to go for a fight here. Rebo and the others, they really just want to, fight as much as possible. But on here, they're being very cautious.
No react move. Right?
Yeah. Thank you for the pun. I really needed that.
I feel like they're lacking in terms of that, and Iakno, because of the late Last Insanity as well, was not able to utilize the spell vamp for that skill, right? You can sustain for a long time with Last Insanity if you are hitting spell vamps on a lot of enemy targets. That did not happen there. It happened super late. And because of that, they lost turret, and now they will possibly lose the Lord as well.
Will this be Rockhart? Will this be the clincher, the one that sets BREN Esports to a 2-2 with ONIC PH? Is this going to be the game changer? Will this be the one game where BREN Esports will get their confidence back facing ONIC PH? Will this be Khaled's first win in MPL?
Congratulations ever, right?
I mean PH. There's a possibility that he actually won in the other, countries. But right now, for the PH, it's a 0-2 for Khaled. And those are the things that we really need to look out for.
Exactly. You always have to look out for these win rates because that will determine whether or not you should actually pick it up for ranked games, right? If it actually is a good draft, and if it's really a good first two pick priority. So I feel like I've been browsing social media on the break, and Midnight said, you know what, that's not gonna be a good second pick. But will he be proven wrong though? As we head into this fight in the mid lane, Carl TC already cleaning up the backline with the double. Will he get more? He slows down Iaknu, pops that immortality, and waiting for the next wave of minions. Top and mid, and top and bottom are already pushing, and Jay cannot handle the pressure here for the bottom side. That is a last-ditch Tyrant's Rage, but not gonna be to any avail.
Kartzy going in. Villar will be the next target. He will go down. And look at this. Kartzy going to the middle. And he tries to take down the turret. But Kartzy has something in mind. He just takes down the minions onto the bottom side. He goes straight for Oh My Venus. Oh My Venus is down. And this might be it. The confidence of BREN Esports is oozing. In reality, goodness gracious, Iaknu, he goes down. Wise, he goes down as well. Lusty and the others, Lapsy, they are just marching on, taking down everyone on their path, and they really want to get this win. Jay is the last line of defense. On PH, they lose the first series of MPL against BREN Esports, and BREN Esports, it's now a 2-2 in the regular season.
Finally, they are going to be reclaiming the first slot on top of